Hi, I'm Chloe Magaldino, and I was the owner of San Leandro Springs Animal Hospital for 19 years and a VMG 22 member for 8 years. My practice ownership journey began in 2001 as a co-owner with 3 partners of 3 veterinary hospitals. For me, being an owner in those days was pretty simple since my partners were all senior veterinarians and had been running practices for several years prior and running them what we call the San Leandro way, which really was a successful model for its time. Fast forward to 2007, long story short, I became the sole owner of San Leandro Springs Animal Hospital, a 6-doctor practice. Well, now ownership was getting real. Shortly after buying my partners out, I was approached by a colleague about joining VMG, and I thought, no way. I have way too much on my plate right now, but I'll consider it later. Little did I realize that would have been the ideal time to join. It certainly would have saved a lot of reinventing of wheels that I did. 5 years later, in 2012, I made the single best business decision of my career. I joined VMG. My practice was doing well in spite of my narrow business knowledge. My business strategy at the time was practice good medicine, take good care of my clients and employees, and the business will take care of itself. It had been a bit of an old school train of thought, but it had been proven to work. I felt like I was relatively business savvy since my practice was what I considered thriving. And to be completely honest, my initial primary reason for joining was maybe I'll save on my cost of goods, maybe I'll learn a few new tricks along the way. And then I joined my VMG group with 19 other owner veterinarians with varying levels of expertise, and after a couple meetings, the preferred partner savings really became a secondary. Now, don't get me wrong, they're still quite lucrative and significant, but just secondary to how much I realized I still had to learn. And so much information was right there with me and my VMG group colleagues. They were my own board of directors right there with guidance and solutions to my challenges, innovative new ideas of not only improving my efficiency, but growing my bottom line as well. I truly learned how to focus and worked on the financial health of my practice. How many of us attend these conferences year after year and come home with this long to-do list? Being a part of my VMG group not only gave me the support to set much more ambitious goals that I wouldn't have on my own, but also gave me a reason to really be accountable. What I learned through the collaboration and connections of my VMG group is truly what took my practice to that next level. I sold my practice in 2020, and to this day I'm still in touch with my past VMG members, at least weekly, either through our original group email or group text. When I sold my practice, one of the hardest parts was resigning from VMG. As I placed that phone call, I told the VMG administrative folks, if there's ever anything I can do to help or be a part of VMG, please keep me in mind. And lucky for me, the position of Director of Group Development for VMG became available, and now here I am. I get the opportunity to share all the great benefits and highlights of a VMG membership, and I get to share my story with veterinarians all over the country almost every day. I now actually have an audience that signs up to hear me sing the praises of VMG. I can honestly say VMG is really a relationship like no other in the industry.